Have I changed my mind about the 6th gen 4Runner? No, I haven't. I still think that the 5th gen is the closest thing to a perfect 4Runner that's ever been made. When you combine longevity and capability and just the overall design, form, function, this is a GOAT. It's the pinnacle. So I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting with the 6th gen, but I just think they just kind of missed the mark, just a little bit. Is it still a great vehicle? Well, absolutely. I mean, if you're comparing it to other things out on the market, it's a fantastic vehicle. But I feel like they missed the mark in 3 key areas. A few days ago, I had the opportunity to do a little dealer walk, which I like to do, and they had a few 4Runners in stock. Specifically, they had a 4-wheel drive limited. They had a SR5 non-premium, which was a 4-wheel drive. Did a little bit of like a lift kit and some other things. This is supposed to be the most budget-friendly off-road 4-wheel drive that you can get. And man, just expensive. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I realize all vehicles right now are expensive. So you have to take that with a grain of salt. But man, just drastically. I mean, I just feel like they're bloated. They're just overpriced. And it's not just the 4Runner. It's in general across the board. They are expensive. And if you're wanting to get top trims, Trail Hunter, TRD Pro, you're gonna be paying a premium, an expensive premium. The price was a little bit more in line with what the 5th gen were. Might change my perception just slightly, but not altogether. I've got a couple other things to discuss here. Second thing we're going to talk about is just its uniqueness. The 4Runner always was its own animal. It looked, once you got beyond the 1st gen, it really retained its own uniqueness. That's for this year kind of lost. We look a lot like a Tacoma. We look really close to a Tacoma. See it coming down the road. It is extremely difficult to discern whether or not it's a 4Runner or a Tacoma until you see the profile. If I'm not wearing my glasses, I might mistake it for a Highlander though. Just looks a little too pedestrian for the most part. I think that it just doesn't quite look the part of a truck with that kind of off-road legacy. Now, with that being said, your top models tend to look a little bit better. I think they have a little bit more angular. They look a little bit more purpose-built, but again, that comes at a price. I'd still, if I were buying one, probably get a TRD off-road and just get the either go with the premium or the non-premium and build it up from there. And it's just me, because you're going to get most of the things you're going to get on the top models. We allow you to personalize it, kind of like I have with this 5th gen. Yeah, the uniqueness factor is just kind of out the window at this point. It looks like too many other things. Now, also with that styling and knowing how much it shares with the Tacoma, I really kind of saw this coming. A lot of people are complaining about backseat legroom. It's just non-existent. And then coupled with the way that the back seats work, a little bit different, camping in the car might be compromised. They could have done maybe a little bit better with that. I mean, I get it. It's just a cost. It's a cost-saving venture. But last year when I saw the TRD Pro at the Toyota Jamboree, and that was the one thing I looked. This is how it looks overall outside wise looked a little bit bigger, yet interior wise looked much smaller. I mean, dramatically smaller. And I think most people that have had some time in them kind of agree with that sentiment. Seems to be, it looks a little bit bigger, but yeah, when you're in it, it seems quite a bit smaller. That can be a concern for some folks. I just think they could have done a little bit better job with that. Now, other interior things, as far as like the cockpit and the tech and the things, I have no problem with that. It looks modern. It looks like it should. When you have to work around hybrid batteries, it comes at a cost. And with that comes our third point, and that is powertrain. It's hard to get behind going from a V6 down to a 4-cylinder. I mean, I realize it can probably beat the pants off of this V6. I think that most people's concerns aren't with the performance, it's just the longevity. That's where I come in with it. I don't think in the long term that it's going to hold up quite like this did. And if you get the extra boost of power with the battery packs, you've got to worry about hybrids. The battery, it's going to hold up to the vibration, the harshness, all the things. I just don't think it's going to. Now, body of work wise, over time, I could change my opinion. But at this point, I just think it is, when you get to where you're talking about the powertrain and then you're looking at it in the whole picture, for that much money, I just, it's a hard no. All right, guys, so I'm curious to see what your thoughts on the 6th gen currently are for you. But again, to sum up, my thoughts on it are it is extremely overpriced, along with the entire car market right now, but it is what it is. The uniqueness of the styling is just not there compared to the 5th gen. Also, because of some of that styling, you have lost a little bit of what I would call just the functionality, interior space and whatnot. Thirdly, my biggest gripe is just the powertrain. It's just hard. It's hard to think that with the vehicles that are this size that you're going back to a 4-cylinder, and I know a lot of people are doing it, but it doesn't sit well with me. I don't like it. The hybrid powertrain specifically, I don't know. Long term, I'm just not sure how that's going to hold up. I think that's a lot of people's hang up with the new 6th gen. Now, perceptions can change over time. 6 months from now, I may feel completely different and whatnot, but I think that this is going to be a body of work that's going to take some time for me to change my opinion. I'm just curious, are you guys thinking the same thing? Are you with me on a lot of these points? I'd just be curious to know in the comments. Are you a 6th gen owner? Let me know. If you're a 6th gen owner coming from another 4runner generation, let me know what I'd like to know. Is it at the 2nd gen, 3rd gen, 4th gen, 5th gen? I'd like to know your comparison thoughts, what you use it for, if you off-roaded at all. Just let me know. I'm curious to know. Thank you so much for watching the video today. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm Jeff. This is Will to Live Off-Road. See you guys.